Please stand by.
There's a war going on, and it is a cyber war, and it is for control of all information.
Masking IP.
The elite, they control the newspapers and TV.
IP hidden.
We control the internet. We see it all. We hear it all. And we have it all.
Establishing secure satellite connection.
We need you in this fight. In the fight between good versus evil.
Satellite connection established.
Now sit back and enjoy the show because what we have to say is very important.
Began worldwide transmission.
Who are we? We are called renegades for a reason. The cyber war has begun, and you too have a choice to be shown the truth. You can take the blue pill, and the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I am offering is the truth and nothing more. John 8:32. And you will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Welcome. I'm your host, also known as the Renegade. I sign everything R on Facebook. I have a special report that I'm breaking in. I'm running early this morning to bring it to you. I've been seeing a lot of chatter going on in the back rooms. If you're not familiar with what the back room is, it's where a lot of people get together and we look at a lot of intelligence come in. And the reason I'm bringing this to you is because on November 7th at 21:28, I got some intelligence, and it said ISIS is it's telling its followers to start forest fires in Europe and the United States. Okay, so that's the first little inkling, that something that might go on. We know the holidays are coming up. Okay, we got Thanksgiving and Black Friday, soft targets. You got to keep in mind, ISIS just lost two of their major leaders. Baghdadi, I think his name was, and the other one I ain't even gonna try to pronounce. You know those names. But what's going on is this video. I'm gonna give the credit. You're gonna see the name of who it is, where it's coming from. But I have been seeing a lot of reports like that. Now, I don't want to alarm anybody. What's going on? Now, I don't know what. I have an idea what's going on. I think it's more than just ISIS, in my opinion. We got a lot of stuff coming in from overhead. Let me put it to you that way. So, does the government know something that we don't know? Is there a coup fixing to come? We already in a silent coup, as you're aware of. There's supposed to be indictments coming. There's a whole bunch of stuff out there. So, but what I want to do is I want to bring in Christian end times, if you don't mind. Hey, Christian, come on in. Oh, let me go ahead and, can you hear me? I guess not. Let me see if I can pull him in. Now, Christian, he knows what's been going on, and I like I said, you see up in the right-hand corner, I got it as breaking news, which I don't want to say anything until I run the video and bring him in. So, just as soon as he's ready to come on board, we'll go ahead and pull him on up. All right. Before I run the video, would you give a little recap, because some of the audio is pretty garbled. It's a pretty bad. The message is there, but his audio is pretty bad. She does a recap, but the people out there need to see what's going on, and what they're finding. Right. It's either ISIS or um, why is New Zealand going on alert? I mean, and the timing's perfect. I mean, it's like a lot of the world, like the world is going on alert, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's something to do with killing this al-Baghdadi guy, I think, and the earlier threatened during Christmas time or whatever to have problems about year or two ago or something like that. They're going to do that more in the holidays after killing Baghdadi. Good intelligence says it's probably going to be, we need to be on a special list of terrorist attack topics.
Right, right. Now, when I was doing border ops, uh, we were down there looking for not Hispanics or anything else. We were looking for Middle Easterns. I'm gonna tell you that was why we were down there. We were seeing how many Middle Easterns were coming across our border because they're prosperous. Now, believe it or not, our northern border, that's where they're sneaking across at more so than the southern border. But we did catch several Middle Eastern guys from uh, Albania, I think that was the name of it, or somewhere, anywhere. It was over in the Middle East. I don't remember exactly where it was at, but they claimed what it was they went over to Mexico or down in South America countries, and they lived there for 3 to 5 years. That's the minimum. So that when they come over and they get caught, they speak the Spanish and the, stuff like that. So the only way we were able to find out who they were was through biometrics. I don't know if you know about that or not. Is anytime we're over in the Middle East or anywhere we're dealing with somebody, we take the biometrics, the fingerprints, the DNA. We take all that, and if we have some people that are questionable, we check it. That's how we find out. Oh no, you've been in the Middle East.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but and you know about that stuff. But I do know I've been paying attention to the news as well. Alternative media that you can tell from that area, people live in those areas, and I've been hearing that a bunch of the during when Turkey went in, some of the prisoners got released from ICE, and after al-Baghdadi got killed, I think we're in bad shape right now.
Right. Well, I seen today where they were sending the people that were captured to countries that where they're supposed to belong at, Europe, Canada, wherever they caught them from, and the country's like, no, 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 they're sending them anyway. So they could be walking around free. They released a lot of them. I don't know if you know that or not.
Yeah, that's true. They could easily come over here. What are you gonna do?
Well, they're already over here. I'm gonna tell you that now. Oh, they're already over here. I tell you. I will tell you.
Yeah, I believe it. That's why this intel that um, the you're on your platform. That's why it's important.
Right now, see, I don't want to fearmonger or panic anybody. That's not what I'm doing here. All I want to do is just release the video, let you as the viewer decide what you make of it. Okay, you would have this information. You will then you can digest it. Okay, just be careful. Just watch your six. Is all I'm saying.
Yep, I agree 100%. Be prepared. Watch your surroundings, and let's get that info in on what to do to be prepared.
Right, right. So you want me to go ahead and run that video now? Now, like I said, folks, this is a sometimes the audio is garbled. It is not on our end. I promise you that.
Yeah, I verified that. It's very smooth. It's not just that, so that would be the problem there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up and run it. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, put on Twitter. Yeah, this is kind of important stuff. Hope everyone's having a great night. Sorry, guys. Can't remember his freaking number. I think it's maybe not. I hope he has this phone on him.
All right, folks, this was from Real News for Real Americans, Intel Alert. You should see the names pop up, who the owners and everybody that's part of this, and they wanted to share it. So while she's getting everything set up, I'm just letting you know
Right. I'm going to try texting if this signs
what's
off,
going on.
I'll log back in. Hold on. Please be there. Please don't shut down. You guys there? Yes, here we go. Can you message him? See if he can get in here. But while we're waiting, I have some other. Yeah, I'm a cluster. I want to be in bed. It's all right. There you are. Finally. I didn't get any information out yet, so you gotta send. I hate doing this late night, but I can put it on all my platforms and my groups. Hit the smileys whenever you're ready. And let me go to this. I had to take these notes here and put them in my book or my messenger. Hey, sorry about that. All right.
Hello?
Go ahead. You ready?
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Hi.
How are
Good
you?
evening. Good.
Okay. I just pulled up all the notes on the computer, so give me a
Okay,
second.
cool.
There is a threat that's now I don't know if it's we don't know if it's real or just a drill, right? Or training.
Yeah,
Or what?
yeah, I'll go ahead and start here. Kathy Barker's going to show you she's been given some intelligence that needs to be brought out to every platform out there. This is not to scare or put anybody in a paranoid or a, feared state. It's just that we need to be aware of what's going on. And as everybody knows, we killed the ISIS leader recently, correct?
Yeah.
So basically, there was a threat by ISIS, which was basically a call to action, as everybody knows, burn America to the ground. But there's also, they threatened us before. And if everybody's in tune, you would know that ISIS also in our holiday season that America will suffer greatly. This was about right after the Paris attacks. And that's kind of when we got involved with doing mall security, getting the Patriots 3%, everybody out there. And if you're not a Patriot 3%er and you're a civilian, it applies to you too. This applies to everybody across the board. This has nothing to do with race, creed, religion, political. This is not a left or right issue. This is about us as an America as a whole. So the intelligence that you guys are about to witness is, I had been a couple days, and as of this morning, it was confirmed that it's not a drill, but it was put out that it was a drill to prevent mass hysteria. I guess that's the word I should use. So now everybody gets freaked out. But as of now, it is not a drill. And this is what you got. Now, what you guys are seeing right now, and I'm getting reports that this is going on in South Carolina, and this is what is an awareness call to everybody out there. This is going on in the Gulf of Mexico at this time. What you're seeing is military basically lined up like this in different kinds for miles and miles, miles and miles, miles and miles, okay? And go ahead and flip to the next picture.
Not that. Hide that in my notes.
Now,
Save them.
we're trying to, some say, it might be UN. Okay, these are not UN vehicles. Okay, these are basically, looks to me, it appears as it's confirmed that these are National Guard vehicles. Now, as you see, this is going on miles and miles. Okay, so this is the same thing. in the Gulf of Mexico at this time. This has actually been going on for a little bit. So there was concerned citizens that are seeing what we're seeing right now, just like we are. And so that's when they put out a few days ago, it's a drill. It's only been increasing in the last 48 hours, people. Okay, so this is really going on. This is real news, real America.
I'm going to pause it right there just for a second. I want you to remember about the November 3rd activation of the Marines. I want you to remember that drill's supposed to be where they activated the reserves and everything else. And then we confirmed it wasn't a drill. It was a lot of misconflicting information. So you put that with what we're getting now, add two and two together, what you get. So I'm going to continue the video.
Yep. It's possibly what's happening right.
Mainstream media, guys, mainstream media is not even reporting this right now. Okay, so you're getting it first.
These are the trucks. These are the kind of trucks I've seen rolling up on the turnpike all summer long.
Right.
Coming from PA into New Jersey. I mean, there are droves of them, Sean. I mean, like 20,
Right,
30,
so-
40 at a clip.
Right. And I'm getting reports recently. Now, I've been off comm things, so I haven't been. I've been sitting on this intelligence until it was vetted. This is vetted. So this is why I'm brought to you right now. So this is what's going on. Again, reports. Here, Barker, she's telling you what's going on in New Jersey, South Carolina. So this is an awareness call, like what's going on. Does anybody have any reports? And if you can get pictures, let's have them so we can show you the pictures with the reports coming in. And so that way it's not, we put something out there and then look like idiots because it wasn't real. So this is what you're saying. Go ahead, flip to the next picture.
I think yep, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So basically what you'll be seeing is more and more pictures like this guy over 100 miles like this. This is going on in the Gulf of Texas. It is confirmed that it is not a drill. As we know, ISIS has threatened America. We also know that they threaten our holidays. So this is where we're going to come out and say this is what we think, as citizens, as patriots, as whatever you are, as a concerned citizen, this applies to you. Desolation, right? So desolate areas on the Gulf, what's going on? Now, as we know, a few years back after the Paris attacks, that ISIS threatened American holidays. Okay, that we were gonna suffer, this holiday. And we all know, we're not thinking about anything on Turkey Day. Okay, what other thing? Black Friday, everybody's out shopping, right? So there's your mass gatherings. So the malls, we already know.
I have to stop you for 1 second. I have to stop
go ahead.
you because they've started opening up a lot of stores on Thanksgiving Day. They call it like Brown Thursday.
Right. So, I mean, we're getting ready to go into a holiday season. So that's basically what I'm saying is we need to go through the same protocol. So alert, and that, basically if you're in a state that you can, open carry, you can carry. If you're in a state that you can conceal carry, you're legally able to conceal carry. So what we're asking you is for you, to be aware when you're out there shopping and you're busy in your life and, your life is chaotic because, you got the holidays and the family, we need you to be aware. We need you to have that filed in the back of your mind and be aware of your surroundings. Okay. The other thing is that with everything that's led up with the whole ISIS threats, and because listen, okay, we all know this, and it's not, again, this is not a left or a right issue. This is a whole, whatever religion, race, this has nothing to do with it. This has to do with protecting your kids, your family, your home soil, your house, your homes, and also when you're out in public to protect not only, yourself, but your brothers and sisters out there, us as a community. Okay. So the most important thing is, well, what can we do? So is giving you the awareness. You know, you see something, say something. Obviously, it's a direct threat. Take it out, guys. I mean, it's common sense. But this has been going on for a minute, and now when we put two together and we see this, there's something going on. This is not fake news. This is really going on minute to minute. As you guys know, you don't see this on mainstream. So all I'm asking you is to be aware, get your teams together, get your people, get your groups, just, out there, and everybody just, come together. We got to put our differences aside right now. This is serious because of the breach in our security borders for how many years, guys? We all know that they've been smuggling in cell groups for how long? We don't know how many people are here. We don't know how much of the enemy. And what we don't know is what the targets are. What we do know is what we have facts. And what the facts will present itself is what will make us aware and able to, protect our families and our loved ones and our friends and our communities. The last time we did this after the Paris attacks, actually on Black Friday, we did 200,000 gun sales. So this isn't about that. This is really about it. So that's what happened. Instead of nothing happened to any of our malls, right? That's what it was, about protecting our malls. Okay. And I'm gonna hopefully find a video in my Google Drive. Again, I don't have any of my social media. Everything of mine is so we're coming together as a collective people, putting our together, and that's really what this is about. And that we need to really look at, what's more important. This is more important than the bullshit and the drama and everything else that's going on. And we need to knock that off, and we need to get our heads on straight, and we need to get ready, because they're getting ready. We need to get ready.
Yep.
Is there any questions out there? I haven't seen it.
I think Mandy wants to come on.
Date.
Something.
Okay,
I was just responding.
Swab said what date? Okay, so again, the pictures and intelligence that you've been given, I've been sitting on for 2 days, and I've been busy, and I wanted to wait till it was vetted before I gave it out. So the first person I went to was Kathy, and Kathy's gonna go through her stuff, and I expect nothing more than everybody to follow suit. That's it. That's all I'm asking. If you don't like me, that's okay. You don't have to like me, but I'm here, and I'm going to continue to do what I do to make sure that our country's safe, and that everything that I've been doing and working on over the years go that way. Already prevented terrorist attacks this year, guys. You don't even know about it. Okay, the state fairs, the 6 largest state fairs were going on. There was a state fair targeted, and guess what? Because of this type of stuff, the right people were not sitting here saying that for any bragging rights or anything to do. It's just, guys, let you know, we're doing things out there, and it doesn't make news, doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Right now, we do know that on the last stop targets that they could do is, they can't do the planes. It's pretty much TAC, right? So we've got malls, large gatherings. Let's look at Christmas lightings, right? Let's think about this, right?
Ceremonies, yep.
Light ceremonies. Anything with large gatherings that could be, a target, Now, I'm for the other intelligence to be vetted, but as we do know that there was documents found after they, took out the ISIS leader, there was things found and there was intelligence, but there was just no location of that intelligence. So that could be anywhere in this country, and it's pretty big. And we need all of you to get involved, and we need all of you to do your due diligence. And if nothing more, at least now it's filed in the back of your mind. And, when you go out there and you're traveling the holiday season, or you're going out shopping, and you have the right to conceal carry. If you can open carry. Let these motherfuckers that we are not afraid of them, and that they're not going to shut us down, and that we are still as strong as a country. Whether you're left, whether you're right, has no difference. Whether you're a Christian or It doesn't matter about your religion. If you're on this American soil and you're listening to this applies to you. Now, what are you going to do about it? That's all it is what do you do with that?
Hey,
And
Sean.
go ahead.
How are you, Sean?
Good evening.
Can I extend on this a little bit more?
Please go
No.
ahead.
I thought we were frozen, so I went to check on my laptop. But go ahead.
Okay, right. So, plus this goes in line with, okay, what I've seen rolling out in New Zealand. I literally just saw an ad by Civil Defence on TV for us to have on the 24th, a drill on our phones. And
I'm sorry, can you
we've
repeat
got to
that?
follow
I'm
the
sorry, what did you
protocol.
say? I'm sorry, that was muffled. What was about the funds?
Phones.
On Civil Defence here in New Zealand just had an ad on TV. On the 24th of this month, we are going to a phone drill. Now, it's going to go, this is where I'm leading everybody. The people who you're getting this influx into America right now, where any of the nations who signed the compact deal, the government's bringing them in under your nose and you don't see it. Okay? So be ready for anything that goes down in any other nation, because it will have an onset to all our nations.
Right.
So
Are
be
you
ready,
are you
vigilant.
seeing anything in your country on your beaches there? Any military anything you're hearing on your front, ma'am?
Sean,
Yes.
the day of the shooting down at Christchurch, we had our FS troops with the Hong Kong police and multiple other strategic teams with the
Right.
Five Eyes and that training down in Christchurch the day of our shooting.
Right.
So yes, we've seen all this stuff.
Right. Wow.
So this is not a lot of what you would have heard in America of the shooting. And that's why it was very, very pertinent. We stay in contact with each other and share these commonalities between each nation.
Right. Well, like what's not being reported on mainstream right now is, as everybody knows, we have how many thousands of gangs in our country, so there's a lot of stuff going on in each state in our country, different, cities that are, warring. There's a lot going on that's not being reported.
Exactly. Well, I just gave Kathy a link to the Civil Defence and talked about the drill from last year and the drill on the 24th of November here. So isn't that just funny that you're talking about these supposed drills and we've got a supposed drill?
Now, what I want to mention really fast, real quick. So either way, if they do attack our soil in a way and martial law is declared, either way, martial law will be declared. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, either way, this is what they want, and it's just sad that, we have to face this as a country. But guess what? The cool thing about it is if we're all united and we're all together on this, we are unstoppable as a country. They cannot do that.
With the fact that a lot of us are a set corporation towards America,
Right.
If the unrest gets out of hand in our nations, at least Trump can take hold of that and do something. I mean, he has even got the power to put us into something.
Right.
So, and that's because of the set corp side of the fact. Don't expect him to in a hurry, but if he sees the detrimental time to do so, I hope he does. So we've got to get behind him as well, because it affects all of us. Whether we like the guy or not, like each other or not, we've got to do what's right for our liberties and freedoms and yeah.
Right. And that's exactly the whole point right there, is that we have to just knock off this divide that's been going on, and the anger and whether you like somebody or don't like somebody or like a group or whatever. This is the time that we come together and we prevent things, and we come together as a community and as a country to actually, because we already know this, guys. Listen, the last time this happened, what happened? The FBI and Homeland Security put out the, hey, if you what do you think the whole thing? If you see something, what say something, right?
Yeah.
Because
We're
the
an
FBI and
asset.
Homeland Security don't have control over the situation.
We're
And it can
we're
pop
each
up.
other's assets.
I'm
And if
sorry.
we don't back our assets, then there is a big problem. We are each other's assets. We are the resistance that puts this information and have it travel
That's
along the pipeline so everyone is awake, aware, and well known to this.
And not only is it our God-given right to do that, it's also our patriotic right, and it's also within our American Constitution to do exactly what we're doing right here. Because, guys, listen,
it's a civil duty.
we can't trust our mainstream media, right? We can't trust what's going on with the media because look what's happened. We have to trust each other as a community, as the ones that are the truth seekers and the informations or whatever part you're playing. We all have a part. All I'm saying is do your part. The first part is to get this broadcast out to every platform, every group, every state commander, and bring everybody onto readiness level, and let's be ready so we don't get caught with our pants down. That's what we don't want to do. Because we don't want martial law, because we know the flip side to martial law is not good either way it goes. Because I'm the first one to tell everybody in this country, every blue helmet to me is a target. And that's the facts. But at the same time, these are not identified as UN. They are not marked as UN. So right now, all we got to do is just alert people as I get, if you get information, let's just start getting, what we do is we get the information and we give it to you, the people, to make your own decision. But see, now you know. Now you know what's going on, so you have a choice to do. You could dismiss this, or you could take it for what it is, and then what we're trying to do here. Go ahead.
I'm going to drop off this side of it so I don't chew up too much data. It chews up enough watching.
I'm sorry?
So I'm just going to drop off the top here because it chews up more data than watching.
Well, thank you very much for your input on that. That was really helpful on the financial side of what was going on.
We've got to stick to it together. This is it. We're intertwined in this deception. This deception isn't just on one, it's on all.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so, all I'm asking is just, what? Look at, if you want to look at this for your groups as a training exercise instead of, get ready. Do a readiness alert. When you guys go out shopping on Black Friday, going out traveling on these holidays, and, be aware of your surroundings, and go with multiple people, and don't let your loved ones go out there, by themselves. If you're an old vet, this applies to you. You took an oath. You're still oath. Get off your butt and get out there and go with your family and go do what your oath is to protect this country from foreign and domestic terrorists. That's all I'm asking to my veterans out there. I love you. I'm just saying, hey, guys, we need your help too. We need everybody's help because law enforcement, they already told us they can't, it's out of control. They lost it because of so much that's come through our southern borders. And I'm not using the southern border as a political tactic right now. I'm just telling you, see why we needed a wall, why we needed more security, because look at what's happened through the last administrations. Look how long ago they had the money to build the wall. And where did that $25 billion go, man? They still haven't answered that, have they? Schumer, where's the $25 billion? Obama, where's the $25 billion? Where'd it go? Because you guys put up some chicken wire. I mean, that's not a wall. So these are real facts. This is real information for you to make a decision and to do your due diligence. If you are a state commander, you know what time it is. If you're a veteran, you know what time it is. If you're a civilian, you understand that you need to be aware of what's going on. Don't let your teenagers run out. Don't drop them off at the mall and drive off. Go spend time with your children. Go spend time with your loved ones and protect what is ours. Because at any given second, we don't know if it's 100 targets. We don't know if it's 1,000 targets or 3 targets. All we know is when they hit, and it could be on a multitude of levels. And I'm just blessed to be here. I'm blessed that we can all come together, and at least this is what it's about, guys. This is what we're doing right now, is what I've been doing for a long time. And people out there like me. Some people don't like me. It's not about liking me or not liking me. It's about, hey, you know what? We need to put some stuff aside, look at the intelligence, and more will be coming. If we do see, this is happening throughout the country and all the beaches, then we'll monitor it. That's what we do, and that's really all I had to say. Is that you have the intelligence. There was a call of action by ISIS. We already know that they threatened our holiday season. So those are the facts, and FBI and Homeland Security can't help us.
No.
They've lost control of the situation.
I kind of want to address the Canadian border too. There is nothing there. It's not patrolled like it is in the South. Like just the southern border, they can't catch them all because of the influx of them coming in, and I get that.
You're absolutely right on that.
But the Canadian border, there's the ports of entry, the couple, and some of them are even run down. You can see, it's craziness.
Right.
Just remember,
we do have a northern border situation that's been not addressed. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're absolutely true. We're all focused on the southern border, right? What's going on the northern border?
I want to address the Canadian border because Justin Trudeau let in hundreds of thousands, if not, of Muslims into their country. Some of them were leaders of Al Qaeda. Some of them were leaders of ISIS. They were freaking, they're jihadis. Isn't that the right word, right?
Yeah, well, and as you know, Kathy, they joined forces, Al Qaeda and ISIS. So that's a fact.
Well, now, Trudeau gave citizenship to all those that came over. You don't know if they were born in the Middle East or in Canada.
Right, we don't know.
There's buses that were coming in by 10, 12, 14, 15 at a clip, filled, and they scattered all over the country.
So that's pretty much all I have on that, Kathy. And, you're right. We need to start looking at the northern border, and, we need to, really look at this serious. And listen, guys, as I get it, I'm going to give it to Kathy, and she's going to get it to you. And, hopefully that we can bring enough awareness that if something does go down, that we're there as a country, as civilians, and as a God-given right to defend our loved ones and to defend our friends and family and our neighbors.
Do you know ISIS
what a great thing is,
Do you know ISIS?
Yes, there is a new ISIS leader. And hold on, I'll get his name here.
I forget what it is. I know it starts with an A and it's like 50,000 words long. But yeah, I want, we need to have people just stay very focused around your surroundings. I suggest women don't go shopping at night without your husband, boyfriend, spouse, someone. Take one with you.
I'm getting a message
because
right
not
now.
Only is that the threat, Sean, let me get this out real quick. But there's a threat of women being snatched up with children in these parking lots. Don't go out there alone.
Right.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, so this is just coming in again. We're, as we get it, we're giving it to you. So, the curiosity is there a threat on our water plants? Okay, now look at that for a second. Okay, so that it would make sense why they're using portable desolation stations. So that's a lot what's out there right now. It's not heavy military tanks and all that stuff. It's just a heavy these type of vehicles and now we need to look, what are those type of vehicles used for, and we don't know what's going on in the military. Only the military knows, and only our commander-in-chief. But us as America, as citizens, patriots, whatever you call yourself or not call yourself, we have a responsibility also, because we are the homeland's last defense. Okay, that's the truth. That's in our Constitution. That's what we're here for. You can use whatever term you want, but I use what's in the Constitution.
I think some of those trucks, because Shameless is saying, the desolation tanks, it's to convert salt water to drinking water.
Wait, say that one more time.
They're desolation tank. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tanks to convert salt water to drinking water. I think they're from the pictures. I'll go back to the pictures. Hold on.
Whatever this just a BBF and 13, this isn't Wolf's channel, is it stocked? No, this is not my channel. I am on Stock's channel. She asked me to come on to do a briefing.
Oh, I read that all wrong. Let me grab these pictures again.
Right, Christian in time, stock up on water. And here's another thing too, guys. When our power system goes down, okay, and I want to address this real quick because thank you for bringing that up. Guys, you need to have at least a week's worth of water. Okay, that's the minimum. Minimum really is, you need more than that. But what is also being told is that you want to have a 20-pound bag of beans and a 20-pound
Hold on, Sean. Wait, time out. Hold on. They said the audio is messy. Is it just mine or is it his or both? They said the audio is messed up, like it's messy. Mandy, is that I don't know if they can hear you or not. Hold on. Sean, they might not hear you. Wait, Sean, let me drop you off and bring you back in. She said it's your audio. All right, do you want me to bring you back up? Let's see. I'll bring him back up. I just got a request. There you go. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that.
So, just to kind of recap a little bit, everybody that's joining in right now, Kathy, you are pulling up. She's got those pictures up right now. So at this time, we have in the Gulf of Mexico, mass miles of this troop vehicle, portable type desolation tanks being set up. I'm getting reports. It's happening in South Carolina at this time. I'm waiting for pictures like this. So I'm asking everybody out there that is, or is involved to what's going on out there. And if you can get any type of pictures like this or videos, to please send it to me or Kathy so we can get it out to the public. Again, this is not being talked about on mainstream media. We also know that ISIS did a call of action of death burned down America. We also know that ISIS threatened our holiday season a few years back after the Paris attacks. So these are facts and information, and that we need to be aware going into our holiday season because it does get busy. It does get stressful. Everybody's worried about everything. So sometimes you're not aware of what's going on or you forget. And I'm asking everybody for Black Friday, especially, if you can still carry, still carry. If you can
I want to mention something real quick to those people that aren't in open carry or concealed carry states per se. Get pepper spray or get a taser or something to protect yourself with it. I know it's not a lot, but it's something better than nothing.
Right.
Especially women in parking lots.
Not going to stop it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the men that are snatching women out of parking lots and stuff like that. So
Kathy, go ahead and speak on that because that is going on. That needs to be brought up too.
I've read last year and even throughout the year now several stories of women with children at night shopping, coming out of the stores, and men snatching them up. They're just picking them up and they're gone. You know, so arm yourselves and be aware of where you're going shopping.
Right.
It's happening everywhere, especially with the human trafficking. I mean, they're making no secret of what the hell they're doing anymore.
Right.
We all know what's going on. So we need to kind of protect the women, protect our kids mostly, you know, just get pepper spray. I don't care if you carry a hammer, which, you know, you probably get in trouble, but get pepper spray or a taser or, you know, a blowhorn, even something. Get pepper if you want. If you can't afford pepper spray, at least throw pepper in someone's face. Like, got to do something.
Okay, my comms are choppy. I'm going to go ahead and drop
Yep.
off there. I think I pretty much gave what I needed to do at this time. As this goes on, guys, if there's any intelligence, we'll be doing lives based on this. I'm asking everybody to get involved, be prepared. Please share this to all the platforms, Facebook, Twitter, anybody involved in the 3% militia groups out there, law enforcement, local EO, anybody who gives a damn, you know, let's get this out there because this is really important. And this is how we save lives. This is how we are as a united country of citizens. Whatever it is not soil. You came here to be free. So I ask you, if you are American or any other type of country and you're American, guys, you're American to me. I don't care what religion creates. Okay?
Scope's getting you. I'm gonna
I'm gonna go ahead and drop
I'll
off
do a
here.
quick
God
recap.
bless, God, and thank you for your.
Good night. God bless. All right. What he was doing here is he received some pictures from the other night, and these are on the Gulf Coast in Texas. They're military trucks. I think he said they were National Guard. There's been information that was coming in. Here, let me see. I need my notes. Sorry. Give me a second here, guys. And it came in all different, so you gotta bear with me. Let me see if I have it in my Google Drive here. It's along the Gulf Coast, the east side. One second, guys. So they've been seen out there. It's being briefed. This isn't a drill. This is there's a serious threat with coming up within days, which we all knew back in October, I believe it was. They started they gave us dates. Something's going to happen between, I forget the date, in October till the end of December. Well, here we are, holiday season, so it's pretty much a given. So just have to stay on alert. We have to get this out to all the groups. If you can help me, we're going to get this delivered to the proper agencies if they have, which I'm sure they have already. We have to need everyone to stay on alert. Report if you see something, say something. Don't just leave it hanging out there, you know, and just forget about it and just think someone else is going to do it. The more people that call, the more of a threat it is for that. Actually, they come out a lot quicker and have your response, you know. It's like Sean said, they're coming up through the borders as well. They've been infiltrating for years, and this was all done by design. So we need to get this out to everybody. Is all I can say. Here's some of the trucks again that he had. You know, he has a great point with the southern border, but let's not forget about the Canadian border. Be careful of your gathering places, holidays, you know, Christmas tree lightings, Christmas lights. Yeah, I can. I think I can. I'll play with it when I get done. Just text me what you want it to be. Christmas light malls, and you know, like cities, big cities too. If they have like gatherings, like in New York, they have Rockefeller Center, they have Times Square. I think airports are an important thing too, because there's big gatherings for travel, especially for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So just stay vigilant, guys. You know, and women again, make sure don't go shopping by yourself. Make sure you take your spouse, brothers, I don't care, someone that can help you, especially, and stay armed if you can. If you're in a state that you can carry, go for it. Carry everywhere you can. And if you can't, arm yourself with something. You're going to need it. I mean, hopefully you won't, but some, you don't take that chance. If they're snatching women like that, arm yourself with pepper spray. Go buy pepper, black pepper, keep it in your pocketbook. Doesn't matter, something. So I'm going to sign off because it's late and I said I was going to bed early tonight. Well, yeah, we see how that happened. Anyway, God bless. Share this everywhere, please, to your groups on all your platforms. And I would like to do a recap tomorrow with Sean and get some more information out, recap this one, and do preparing yourself. Well, I don't know who this is, so he's out of here. No trolls in here. New account, the trolls already. Taser 2, yep. He's out of here. I blocked him. All right, guys, so I'm going to take off. God bless and have a great night.
All right, just a second. Let me get everything situated, if you don't mind. What you saw was a video that was put out just a few minutes ago. I captured. I was alerted to it. Excuse me. But what I want to do is recap. Basically, what I want to do is, like I said, recap. I'm sorry. It's early in the morning. I'm trying to get everything situated. Sometimes I joke, but right now it's time to be serious. He had some good key points in the Patriot movement. You don't have to be belong to an organization like Oath Keepers, Three Percenters, or whatever. But folks, whatever's going on, you need to be prepared. And all this petty infighting and all this pissing contest, just put it to the side. Um, that little rank, don't let it go to your head either. Because what will happen? What will happen? Okay. Let me go back up and pull up some other thing for you. If you see there, November 7th, 2120, I dropped a post in Facebook, and I will throw the links and everything down at the end. What I want you to do is you see where it says current on November 7th. Today's the 17th. That's 10 days ago. I was already getting some intel that ISIS is telling its followers to set fires in Europe and the United States. So you're informed. Now, you just seen this video. I want you to also think about the Marines that was activated on October 3rd. Why were they activated, all the Marines and the reserves activated on October 3rd? I'm going to bring in Christian End Times. Let's see what he has to say.
Yeah, I think we all need to be prepared right now because this is pretty serious news. And like he was saying, get water. I think people need to get a whole lot of water, get prepared. Also, we also need to get prepared mentally, see something, say something, and be very alert.
He did hit on some good key points about prepping, and everybody knows that I'm a big prepper. What the audience may not be aware of is, yes, I have my identity hidden, but I have been out there as a commander for 30 plus years. I know what goes on behind the scene. I'm not looking for any position no more. I'm telling you, what I saw in the movements, we need to get better at it because, folks, what will happen? What really will happen is if somebody was to invade us or we have a national disaster somewhere. Yes, he said that martial law could happen, and it probably will. Now, I have been in areas where there have been like tornadoes and floods, and they declare martial law in those little areas where, at 6 p.m. your ass better be inside, or you ain't coming back in that town. I mean, they got guys with guns, but I'm telling you, I'm looking at this coup situation too. I don't know if anybody's ever thought about the coup that the silent coup that I've been talking about. If you've been following the movements, you know exactly what I'm speaking. Do you know what I'm speaking about, Christian?
Yeah, I do. That they're trying to do to Trump right now. totally horrible. They're trying to railroad them through using Congress as because they got more in the House. They're using their leverage and they're ignoring any law whatsoever. If you've been watching Chef, he's knocking everybody out, and the Republicans did that. Boy, they'd be chewed out for doing the same thing.
Right, right. They're giving him no due process.
That's right. No due process at all. So they're trying to just push it on through, whether the American people want it or not. They're pushing it through.
Right. I mean, here's the situation. He's the president of the United States, commander in chief, one of the highest offices that you can hold. Okay. Um, Imagine if it was you they were doing it to. No due process, no having that. You can't have your lawyers in there. Can't defend yourself. You can't have the Republicans speak up about the whistleblowers. There's a lot of restrictions and no due process. Imagine a simple person. Uh, this is setting a big stage for something.
Yep, it's basically as unconstitutional as you'll get. Our founding fathers would be rolling over in their grave if they saw.
Right, I was hoping to get Little Reb on here live, but I guess she's busy or something. I would have felt better if she was on here to kind of do a recap, but I mean, the video was enough, but his audio was terrible. But the people understood. They got the message.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this was pretty clear on what the message is. But yeah, that's that platform. I mean, it's good on some aspects, but on the Periscope is pretty.
Right. And that's to be expected. Okay. I knew it was a bad audio, and that's why I said in the comments that his audio's in and out. And I need you to recap. So, um, folks, just pay attention. Okay. Soft targets. They love the soft targets. Now, I'm gonna tell you something that may not have been be released yet. I got to be real careful because I don't want to violate any national security. And you know what I'm talking about. But we've been gathering some other intelligence that um, ISIS and some other groups have been wanting to do something bigger than 9/11. So we've been working on trying to figure out what's in the works. Now this information coming out here, on top of the ISIS wanting to burn fields and start forest fires, then you got al-Baghdadi and another leader killed. I mean, they want revenge, folks. I mean, I think it might go in Europe first, but soft targets, schools, you got Walmarts, Black Friday. Like he said, arm yourself. I mean, I don't go to Walmart without having a sissy pistol or at least something in my pocket.
Yep. Well, make sure people follow the laws too. So you have to have in a state where you can legally do that. Just to be advised, and if you can't, then carry like she was saying, pepper spray, or if you can carry a taser legally or something like.
Right. I didn't mention that, but yeah, you got to be a concealed weapon permit holder. A lot of us in the Patriot movement, we got that. I just automatically pictured that, but for the other people, like the felons and everything else that can't carry, um, I would just be careful about carrying a taser I mean, it's not a firearm, but you need something to put between you and them. I mean, mace, like she said, pepper spray would be good, but I mean, if that's the last resort, it's better than getting shot. At least you're going down fighting.
Yep, that's true.
Have to take care of your safety and also be aware of your surroundings. And anybody looks suspicious, say something to somebody, law enforcement, security, or somebody. If you see.
Yeah, he's right. I know for a fact that our the feds are backed up. They're even looking at some of the Patriot groups. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're backed up. They only got so many people to monitor all this, and some of them can slip through the cracks. So, uh, yeah, if you see something, say something. I mean, because it could save many lives. I mean, really, if you see a suspicious vehicle rolling down the road that looks like it's parked strangely, uh, yeah, say something. See something, say something.
Yeah, and this information should be like shared to I shared it with this information to security officers to put that I saw at a hospital, let them know, and then I'm gonna try to share it with my people that I know, people, so the security officers are on alert too, because they're the first line offense. A lot of people don't know that.
Right, right, they are. And what I'm gonna give permission for broadcasting this video to the different Patriot groups. Let them know, folks. Let your people know what's going on. Just keep an eye out, okay? So,
Yeah, that's what we all need to do is keep an eye out and you know, and do due diligence. If you see anything look suspicious, somebody carrying something like thicker underneath them or something that look like they have something underneath something, or package, suspicious package, or some packages out there, like wrap wrong, like got too much postage on it, or it the wrapping looks wrong or something, or stained, or wires sticking out of it. Boy, say something right away.
right. Well, the United States Postal, they have been trained and all that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you receive it, if you from a company or whatever, yeah, that's different. But they pretty much try to pretty much detect that. Like I said, uh, share this. I've been a national commander. I know what goes on. I know the problems between the other commanders. I've been back and forth. The folks, the time right now is to come together, put our differences aside, and let's figure out what are we going to do if the comms shut down. We're not going to have the internet. Have you thought about getting ham certified amateur radio? I know I am, and I know my people are. We even got mobile towers of our own, so we got net set up. So I advise you to be thinking about alternative communication.
Yep, I agree. We all, that's a good idea. Get a ham radio set up, and one thing's messed up in California is our stupid governor um, is doesn't want us to have ham radios. I don't get that. Something's wrong with them.
Well, it's information. They know they want to control the flow of information, and that's another part where they control you. But and that's why a lot of this stuff is media blacked out right now. That was just reported. Well, they don't want to cause a mass panic. Now I'm telling you, I'm putting a whole bunch together. You got the coup. You got a lot of stuff that's adding up, and I'm not liking it. That's why I went live. And again, share this with your followers. Share this with your groups, 3%, Oath Keepers, Militia. It doesn't matter. I mean, time is to get serious. Time now is to find your commander. And it's either time to shit or get off the pot.
Yep, we all need to get ready and get any groups that have a division, stop the division, and it needs to stop now. No infighting, no fighting at all, and people need to just get ready to get prepared for taking care of each other, and the divisions people have, right, left paradigm or whatever the heck's going on. Um, yeah, people need to drop that, and we're all Americans here.
Right, and that's what. See, as a commander, as a national commander, I seen what rank did to people. Remember, the rank doesn't make the commander or the person. The person makes the rank or the commander. Right.
Yep, definitely, I agree with that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. But I appreciate you joining me real quick. We could talk after the show. Uh,
Yep. So everybody, just mind to get this thing out and be prepared.
Yes, like you said, be prepared. Like the other guy said, be prepared. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Let me go ahead and end this right here. You won't be able to hear me, Christian, because I'm going off, and I'll let you know when I'm clear.
All right.
All right, folks. To recap, basically what's happened is I had some intelligence come in, and then I've been getting some other intelligence. Now, this video that was put out, and it was pretty. It kind of people needed to see what was going on. They needed to know everything. All right. So anyway, what I want you to do is I want you to remember. I'm sorry I lost the train of thought. I got people in the other area. They're gathering intel. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting stuff shown to me. I apologize for the delay. Again, remember, prep. Okay? Remember the 4 B's I'm telling you. Your beans, your Bibles, your bullets, and your bandages. Your beans, well, you're for nourishment because you're going to need it when shit hits the fan. Your bullets, you definitely going to need it to defend your family. The bandages, well, somebody might get hurt in your family and you might need to patch them up. And your Bible, most importantly all, your Bible, because you're going to need it, because you're going to need to pray, because everything going bad, you're going to need it. Also, don't create a jail cell in your own mind. Break free of that cage. Remember, no one can cage us. No one can control us. And remember, break free. Again, break free of that self-created jail cell. And no one can change us. On that note, peace out.
Let that clip roll.
I'm off the leash. This dog bites even the hand that feeds. Beyond the streets, we get it on the beach, and then we take it down to the Isle of Creek. Cause I celebrate and lift my hands and revelate the sacred land. Cause I wanna break free, it's in my human nature. I'm gonna fight it cause I'm naughty by nature. And it's not cause I hate you, and I wanna debate you, but I wanna detain you, take you straight to Albania. Yeah, I'm gonna rage. You better watch it cause I'm breaking up this cage. You can't cage us, cage us. You can't cage us, cage us. No, no. Get me out, get me out, get me out of here. Get me out, get me out. You can't cage us like an animal. You can't cage us like an animal. Propped on the block where the pigs eat slop. Straight off the floor of the office at the top. Like they're walking a dog with the leash on. Like a reverend getting his preach on. Wrapped around my neck, it's like a high-tech way to sign a blank check. Waiting for a subject, never ceases to amaze us. That all we left with is peanuts. Half of the time you defy, it's a sci-fi time when you fight for your right. So with all your might, we're breaking out of these chains because we're so out of here. No, nothing can hold us down. Stop locking us up or walking down the street and maybe smoking us bleak. It's just beyond belief, but the executive chiefs get away with the beef. It's time to stop repeating this broken motif. Get me out, get me out, get me out of here. Get me out, get me out. You can't cage us, cage us. You can't cage us, cage us. No, no. Get me out, get me out, get me out of here. Get me out, get me out. You can't cage us like an